morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm sorry. I'm Brent Apperson. Hi.
What's wrong, Brent?
Well, I get. I can. Nice shirt, by the way.
You like my shirt?
Well, It's obvious that you didn't change shirts.
Well, but I've been.
What?
No, of course not. It's Friday. I'll wash it on the weekend.
Right. Of course, yesterday you showed up with your shirt on, and there was a stain on the left-handed side of the shirt, right above the pocket area.
Yes.
And we discovered it was a salsa or taco sauce stain from Mexican food.
Bugs are terrible. Go
Well,
ahead. I'm sorry.
I
Brent.
can
Didn't mean to
imagine.
interrupt you.
I'm sure the
Jeez.
bugs are floating around you today, because what in the world happened on the other side of your shirt?
Well,
You've got a mess.
little accident. I guess once I've been so fortunate wearing the same white shirt each and every day at work, 5 days with my test and survey that I've been doing. And as you said, yesterday morning, I accidentally spilled some salsa sauce on my shirt. And I thought, well, gosh, that's pretty good odds when you think about it, as long as I've been doing this now with conducting the very scientific test. And lo and behold, our grandson is staying with us, Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Oliver, he may be watching on YouTube right now.
Oh, nice. Morning, Oliver.
He went with his grandma to deliver the Newsline this morning, so
Uh-huh.
I think he's up. But we cross-country meet yesterday and got home last night, decided we probably better have a little snack before we went to bed.
Sure.
So we got a big old, dish of ice cream. We put chocolate fudge on top, and
It looks like you didn't get all the fudge on the ice cream.
well, the bowl went up in the air, and it slid down the front of my shirt.
Oh, no.
So
Well, that is a
I thought,
nasty chocolate stain.
yeah,
Well,
I know it. And I thought about maybe putting a white patch over it or something, so because we have guests coming in today, and I thought maybe this might not be very appetizing to them to have salsa on one side and chocolate on the other. But
Well, I do believe that the whole thought of professionalism somewhat comes into call this morning.
why?
Wearing a stained shirt when we have guests coming in on the breakfast show.
Well, they have to understand this is for science. This isn't. I can't worry about my personal people's personal opinion of yours truly because of the shirt I'm wearing if it's soiled, because this is a scientific experiment. If they don't understand that, then so be it. I'm not going to have any hard feelings over this, but if it bothers them, then they can look the other way. This is for science. This is for butterflies, bugs, little locusts and animals.
Well, I would say that shirt should be attracting the bugs today.
If I would just you get a little spot on your shirt, and you go, oh, I have to take it off and put another shirt on and wash the little spot out of the other shirt. Well, that's just going against nature. You're going to destroy little butterflies and bugs and little ants and birds, maybe even whales.
Oh,
I don't know how
wow.
far this goes, but as soon as I get the data collected, after Veronica up at the hospital told me I needed to have data, I've been collecting data, and on Monday, hopefully I can get the stains out of this shirt, and I'll be starting all over again. If I cannot, then I will probably have to conclude the experiment.
Well, I think it's time to conclude. Oh, there you go. Get out your Tide stick. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work now. The stain's been on there overnight. Dave, that shirt's ruined. You do know that, right?
Oh, no. A little bleach. It'll come out, I think.
Okay.
If it doesn't, so be it. I'll just, well, here's the thing. There's another thing. What if it is stained
Mm-hmm.
to where after you wash it, the stains don't come out? It's still clean. it's not like
Oh,
it's
boy,
not
now that-
cleaned.
Boy, that's just an interesting thought there. If
Just because
if
it
you have
looks dirty.
stains on your shirt, but let's say you wash it
Mhm.
over the weekend, which you normally do, right? I mean, you just wear the same shirt for a whole week.
It's a 5 day. It goes along with my socks.
Okay.
5
All right.
days each.
So you throw it in the washer, the stains don't come out. So the question is it still dirty or not?
Of course, it's not.
That's interesting. I've never really contemplated that before.
Yeah.
I would almost argue that it is, because it's still stained.
But the actual, it's just a stain. It isn't like there's like m- mold coming out of your shirt.
Well, no.
I mean, it's just as clean as if it was bright white.
Well, okay. I guess. You didn't. You said you went to the cross country meet yesterday.
Yeah.
Please, you didn't. You changed your shirt before you went to the cross country meet, didn't you?
Well, of course not. I
my.
can't. I gotta wear it all day and all until I go to.
So you were walking around all those people at the cross country meet with a great big salsa stain on your shirt.
Well, I had my KBBN jacket on.
Oh, okay.
they
So you
couldn't
had
really
it
see
covered up.
It was kind of windy
Well,
and cool.
okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't notice anybody. They couldn't tell that there was a stain on my shirt.
Well, I give you kudos for the way that you have been over the past what seems like several months now. Since we've been doing the whole white shirt thing, I do give you kudos for the way that you have somehow been able to, for the most part, up to this point, keep your white shirt clean. Because to me, that's one of the reasons I rarely wear just a plain white shirt, is because it's just so easy to, well, get a stain on it.
I know, but think about this, Brent. This shirt, this one shirt, almost got me an opportunity to become a lawyer.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go for an interview for a lawyer job wearing that shirt the way it looks right now. I don't.
If you put a tie on, you could say it's tie dye, and I don't. There's possibilities,
Well,
and
yes.
if you're one of those lawyers that'll take any client, this shirt might fit.
Well, okay.
Okay. And now let's turn our attention.
Okay, all right. Turn our attention to something else.
Some fantastic things going on out there.
Okay.
You just mentioned to me this morning. I think you should repeat that.
Hmm.
What a day yesterday for Broken Bow kids competing in sports. And
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about kind of a triple decker going on there yesterday.
Yeah, you had the congratulations to the Broken Bow girls golf team. They won the Southwest Conference Championship, and I believe it's the first one, I guess, a team championship.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations! What a great feat they did, and it's always great to win. But then when you do it, setting a record in the process, that's pretty cool. Girls set the new school record for an 18-hole team score. I think they also they had done this earlier at a duel, and then yesterday I think they also broke their record for a 9-hole score too on the back nine.
Wow.
That everybody played. So yeah, congratulations to them. They won the conference championship. They set a record in the process, and now it's on to districts, which is pretty exciting. They've had an amazing, just absolutely amazing season, and I know that group wants to make it even more amazing before it's all over. So congratulations, and we wish them the best moving forward.
Well, let's face it, tough game to remain consistent at. You watch Phil Mickelson and the likes of those pro players, and they get on streaks, and then they run into a slump. And this team here has worked as a team. When you have one golfer one day steps up and has a good day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you pick each other up.
Yep, and that's what's making them so successful, is they're a team. And in golf, takes an out of bounds or two, and you have to struggle to come in with a score, and that can happen to anybody. So they work as a team. That's great. And then cross country was a big day yesterday.
Yeah, Broken Bow boys won the Gothenburg Invitational. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any of
That's
the
all right.
stats. Was it 5? We had 5 in the top 20, right?
Yeah, 5 and a second and a third.
Yeah, Dane Wardine was second. Noah Osman was right behind him in third. And I think that they had 5 total, if I remember right, in the top 20. So they won the boys' championship team-wise at the Gothenburg Invite, so congratulations to them. I think the girls had one of their best team finishes, too, placing fourth.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them. And then, man, oh man, this volleyball team's on a roll again, man. 13 in a row now after winning a couple of matches at the Ravenna Triangular last night. And the Lady Indians get to play at home next week. And that is actually the home opener.
That's amazing.
For Broken Bow. So an opportunity for you to come out and watch them. They'll play Tuesday at home against Ord and Kozad in a triangular, and we will be there too. We always try to do the home opener, so we'll be there in October. And
weird, but good.
yeah, just a great season. 13 in a row, 15-3 on the year. So they'll get to play at home on Tuesday. Congratulations to Coach Morris and all the girls. And speaking of records, they've been setting records during this run too. So congratulations to them. And then you got the football team coming off their first win of the year last week, going on the road tonight against Kearney Catholic. And I'll just say it, you get the upset tonight, this would be one of the greatest weeks in Broken Bow sports history, maybe.
Well, that's what the Broken Bow team's thinking about, coach and all. Again, playing as a team, all of these successes come because of the team effort. And you know that they're thinking about that, going down there and performing well against a pretty darn good team. But they've had like opponents to tell you I know you believe there's a chance they might be able to do that. So should be fun to listen to. That will be on KCNI.
Yep.
And you can listen to that. And then let's kind of turn our attention to some of the surrounding things going on. Really good competition in ladies volleyball with all of our area teams. You just never know when these local teams get together, who's gonna pop out and get on a roll in a particular match. It's real interesting.
Yeah, South Loop is kind of red hot right now. They've put together kind of a nice streak. Yeah, we've got a lot of volleyball is strong, man.
Yeah.
Across the entire state, and certainly in this area. So,
I think
and we've got area kids in cross country that have been performing well too. And now that we're into October, this is when you start getting close to districts and sub districts, and you get into the postseason. So it'll be fun to see how everybody plays the rest of the season.
Yep, in an area of football, again, you never know with these teams when they go out and play. Teams outside of our area and in the local games, there's always a little extra competition there between teams. Good, friendly competition, little extra rub here and there makes it fun. So thanks to all the athletes from all of our listening area. Thanks to all the coaches, parents, and all the people who support this, booster clubs, all those sorts of things. And, of course, in our case, the businesses who make our broadcasting available to you on those contests. So it's going to be a fun Friday. I think the guys are going up to Thetford, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To cover the game there. It's a little switch in fields due to some lighting or something like that.
Yeah, game will be in Thetford tonight. Sandhills Thetford against Ansley Litchfield. That'll be the game on KBBN tonight. Kickoff at 7.
All right, so the guys will be out and about. Gavin Higgins with the call last night. Listened to some of that on the way home from cross country. Good competition there. So, yeah, we are in full swing. And it doesn't really matter what color your shirt is. It's all about teamwork. And that's why I appreciate, Brent, that you're still my teammate here on the breakfast show, even though you might be somewhat embarrassed today. I'm hoping Rick doesn't bring
Well,
any.
I'm not embarrassed personally.
Oh, well, good. Then we're good.
I
I'm not embarrassed either.
I'm embarrassed for you,
Oh,
but uh,
no worries.
but you know what? It's obvious you're comfortable in your own skin,
Well, I
and
am.
I think that's great. That's good.
Yeah.
I think that's a positive thing.
I am learning that the taco sauce still has an odor the next day. Chocolate, not so much. Just looks a little weird. School lunch menus today.
Yes,
See
let's
here.
do that.
This is Tuesday.
Yeah, this is the second, so
Oh, this is
don't read the.
not Tuesday the 29th.
first,
Let me mark
yeah.
that off.
Yeah, this is Friday, October the 2nd.
Oh, there it is. Sloppy Joe's on a bun at Thedford today.
SEM, it says fall break, no school.
Lucky, lucky. At Litchfield today, nachos, green beans, mixed fruit, apple crisp, and milk.
Gothenburg showing pizza and chicken enchiladas today.
At Kozad, spaghetti and meatballs and corn. That's the hot option. Their cold option is ham and cheese subs, popcorn chicken salad with Italian bread. Also, they have sides such as fresh garden salad, baby carrots, chilled fruit, milk, ranch dressing.
Well, now I know why Oliver's been hanging out with Grandpa and Grandma. No school.
No
At
school
Broken
today.
Bow today.
Yep. He's pretty happy about that, as most kids are when you don't have to go to school on a
Yep.
Friday.
Yep.
Let's see here. At Anselmo Myrna today, they're having fresh baked ham and turkey sub, toasted sausage breakfast sandwich, also some cheese pizza, and vegetables, fruit, and milk.
Arnold today, it says sandwich at Arnold today. Callaway showing pepperoni cheese sticks for lunch at Callaway today. And those are your school lunch menus.
I wonder if I'd spray a little of that on my chocolate. This Skin So Soft Bug Guard on my chocolate. You think that would maybe help bring it out after I wash it?
Well, no, it probably helped the stain set in, is what I'm guessing, although it probably will keep the gnats from accumulating around your shirt.
That's get those gnats out of
So
here.
that's good.
Gosh, yesterday I got so choked up that Awesome 80s started early.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Well, once you get past the choking part, it smells good,
Yeah.
and it also makes your skin so soft.
I must say that's additional stain from the chocolate, what ice cream you said, or chocolate on the ice cream,
Yeah,
hot fudge,
fudge.
whatever. That is an impressive stain. It really is.
Well, the bowl just slid right down.
I can see that.
It was just an omen, I think, after going so many weeks not having a stain and then having two in one day. It may be an omen, but right now, most importantly, is the experiment and the data that I'm collecting for Veronica and other people.
Yeah. I can't wait to when you present that data.
That will be
I-
first of next week.
Yeah. So how do you plan on presenting that? I know with the way things are now, usually people use PowerPoint presentations. Will you be using a PowerPoint or anything like that?
No, I think I'll be using
Or are you just taking your notes down on napkins or
trying
something?
to think of a Sharpie. I'm going to use a Sharpie.
Sharpie,
Yeah.
okay.
And have it on a piece of paper, have the stats on
Yeah.
there.
Well, be careful if you put, of course, it probably just kind of look normal now, but be careful if you put your Sharpie in your pocket, because sometimes those things leak, or you
Yeah.
forget to put the cap on them, and then the next thing you know, you've got a stain on your shirt.
I've had that happen in the past.
Have you?
Yes, my wife was not very happy with me because it leaves a little ink blot right in the corner in your
Yeah,
pocket.
it does.
I just hope Rick doesn't bring a guest with him today, like some fancy guest. I'm worried about that.
I'm interested to get Rick's take on your shirt this morning.
Well, he's always, he always dresses so neatly and nice.
He is kind of a snappy dresser.
Yeah, with a little snappy hat and shoes and stuff like that. But Rick, it's not necessary, but go ahead and do it if it makes you feel better. That's what I say. Now, I also know today we have the One Box folks coming in.
We do. Man, is it that time already? That's
Yep.
crazy.
And a little bit different date this year, I believe, too.
Okay,
So we'll find out more about that. Joe Franzen is the chairman this year,
good.
and his beautiful wife Liz will be also here, I hope, because she has family tradition that goes all the way back to the beginning of One Box. And I'm not sure if we'll get the vice chairman in, Ed Schaaf,
Oh, really?
and Jen.
Oh, okay.
Should that they're second in command. They'll be moving up to the command post next year, I assume. So we'll find out more about One Box today in the 9 o'clock hour.
Good.
About 8:30, Rick Nelson from Custer Public Power will be in, and he's got some exciting news I think he's going to release today.
Good. Now, with all of these wonderful people coming in, I would be more than happy, when you get into the news, I would be more than happy to take over, play some music, and allow you to go home and change your shirt.
No, this is the shirt I've had on each and every day for many weeks, and wash it once a week to prove that we're overwashing our clothing and we're harming the environment. And this is a demonstration of,
Well, Rick is a guy that's all about saving energy.
yeah,
So it'll be interesting. Have you talked to him about the shirt thing yet? Has he given any thought on whether he believes this is actually saving energy or not? Or
well, last week we interviewed Rick and Taryn out at the fairgrounds, so I
Right.
had my jacket on, so it didn't come up.
Again, I really have been impressed up to this point. I stress that. I have been impressed with the way you've been able to keep it clean. And when I say clean, I mean no stains on it. Because that's just very difficult to do with a white shirt. And then you had the incident yesterday
Yeah.
with the sauce. And now I see this other stain from the ice cream.
Don't let it bother you, Brent.
I'm concerned now that maybe don't become a slob. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I mean, because sometimes you were really good at keeping it clean, no stains, not getting anything on the shirt, and then sometimes things like this can take on a snowball effect. You know what I mean? You get the one stain, and then I'm guessing that when the incident with the hot fudge occurred last night, I'm guessing you kind of went, who cares? I got a stain on the other side of the shirt. And
Well-
and I'm concerned that now we're going to go into this I don't care phase. And
I don't feel that way.
as your friend, as your partner on the breakfast show, I'm concerned about watching you go down that possible road.
Well, sticks and stones, man. Words will never harm me. And what people think of yours truly by his clothing or his cut of hair or the shoes he wears has no matter to me. There's more important things than that. Now, I will say,
I would agree with
I will
that
say
to an extent, but
wearing a white shirt opens up opportunities for you. I found that out. That's kind of a
that's right. Yeah,
kind of a sidebar of this whole
but
experiment.
what was opening up the opportunity was the fact that it was a clean white shirt.
Right.
Now that Dave, your shirt's a mess.
I understand that, but
I mean,
if I
it's a
washed
mess.
if I washed it before the end of the day, I would not be finishing my experiment. So
Well,
sometimes you have to sacrifice for the end goal. You set a goal, and even though you might look a little weird or out of sorts, people thinking, what's this crazy man doing? It's the end goal that counts. It's like the teamwork we were just talking about.
right.
You've
Yeah.
got to go for it.
Okay.
And if people don't like you for it, well, then I have a whole phrase I could use, but I'm not going to right now. So don't get me worked up.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
And by the way, body language. This is National Body Language Day.
Oh, is it now?
Yes. So
Okay.
What,
I guess I better set up straight then.
well, what would we be without body language? For
I
one
don't know.
thing, when your spouse is standing there crossing her arms looking at you,
Mm-hmm.
what does that usually mean? Or when a guy would do that to the lady. She's not going to tell you, or he's not going to tell you that they're mad. They don't have to. You already know by the way they cross their
You
arms.
got to be careful reading body language, though, because sometimes you can read it wrong.
Well, go ahead and apologize anyway. Be safe.
Yeah, okay.
If you did something wrong and you're getting the old folded arm thing, go ahead and say you're sorry, whether you even know what that person is upset about. And if they aren't upset, they would say, "What do you mean? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you for saying that I'm a slob. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I can take it. It doesn't bother me at all."
I didn't. Now wait a minute. I didn't.
Yeah, I think you called me a slob.
No, I did not. I did not call you a slob. My concern was that you might be turning into one.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, there's still time to save yourself.
Let's play
is
the
what
game.
I'm
Let's
saying.
just play the game.
All right,
What are we
let's play
doing
the
for a
game.
prize today?
How about a dilly bar from Dairy Queen in Broken Bow?
Be careful and don't drop it on your shirt. All right, go
Well,
ahead.
that would be easy to do. Yeah, do be careful with that.
But if you do, don't wash the shirt that day.
Or
just
if you want, just see if you can borrow Dave's shirt, and then if you spill something on it right now, no one will ever notice. Here's your final question on the Flintstones.
Okay.
The Flintstones debuted 60 years ago on September 30th, 1960. So here's another question about the modern Stone Age family. What is the name of the little green alien that became a part of the cartoon? Fred got visited by a little green alien during the cartoon series.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So who was it? What was his name? Was he referred to as the Green Gleek, the Great Gazoo, the Gory Gork, or the Goofy Gizmo? Those are the choices that we're going to give you. The little green alien that visited Fred on the Flintstones. Who was it? The Green Gleek, the Great Gazoo, the Gory Gork, or the Goofy Gizmo? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KPBN.
Everyone's into one-stop shops these days. Get your snacks and gas at the same time. Print pictures while picking up the groceries. When it comes to water, Downey Well in Myrna is your one-stop water source. Well drilling, pump installation, equipment installs, and operational hookup. They do it all with service after the sale, no middleman, no third party, no substitute. Work with them start to finish. Visit them online at downeywell.com or call 643-2463. Downey Well, your one-stop water source in Myrna.
We're ready to celebrate fall at Bo Bootery, and for you, that means savings. Come draw for a discount on regular price merchandise. You can get anywhere from 15 to 50% off a regular price item. This just excludes Western boots, hats, Red Wings, and Wolverines. The cooler days are coming, and the cooler nights have already arrived. Leaves are falling, and fall is here. Come see us and save at your home-owned shoe store, Bo Bootery, on the square in Broken Bow.
At Universal Insurance in Broken Bow, Nate and Jack are ready to go to the ends of the universe for you to make insurance a breeze. Want to get your products and service through text on your phone? They can do that. Want to pick up the phone and talk to them? Of course, they're ready to answer. Want to have a cup of coffee and talk about anything under the sun? You guessed it, they can do that too. No matter how you want them to be there for you, you can expect friendly, personal service paired with great products at Universal Insurance in Broken Bow.
We have Deb on the line. Debbie on the line. How you doing, Debbie?
I'm doing good.
Good, good. Here's Brent with your question.
Okay, Debbie, what was the name of the little green alien that visited Fred on the cartoon The Flintstones? Was it the Green Gleek, the Great Gazoo, the Gory Gork, or the Goofy Gizmo?
The Great Gazoo.
Yeah, it was the Great Gazoo. You got it. And because you've answered correctly, we have for you a certificate that's going to get you a free dilly bar from Dairy Queen in Broken Bow. So swing on out and see us when you can.
All right, thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Deb.
Debbie.
Debbie.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Debbie. News is next. First, these words.
Here in central Nebraska, we're always on the lookout for animals making their way across the road. Hi, this is Tammy with Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow. Harvest is here, and that means deer are on the move. Despite all precautions, accidents happen. When they do, remember us at Fixed Right. We'll make it look like you never met that deer. Keep those eyes on the road, but if there's a deer you couldn't avoid, don't worry, Fixed Right has your back. Fixed Right Auto Body, just north of the tracks on 10th Avenue in Broken Bow.
All you got to do is call, and I'll be there. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You've got a friend.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Millions of Americans learned this morning President Trump has tested positive for coronavirus, and the First Lady. The president's considered high risk, Dr. David Agus.
He's male, he's overweight, and he's over 70 years of age.
President Trump's overnight tweet reverberated around the world. Here's correspondent Major Garrett.
Not only is every reporter in Washington trying to figure out just how sick the president is or might become, every adversary of the United States is doing precisely the same thing. And our friendly intelligence agencies are also trying to find out. This is a time for maximum transparency from this White House about this issue.
Vice President Pence and his wife have tested negative. The news rocked the financial markets. Analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Remember, investors despise uncertainty, and this is the mother of all uncertainties, obviously.
Dow futures are currently down 366 points. CBS News special report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
Gavin Higgins with you, and here is a look at state news. Governor Pete Ricketts highlighted the state's preparation for the November 3rd general election during a press briefing at the state capitol yesterday. Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen joined the governor to discuss election integrity and ballot verification. The governor said election officials have begun work to verify the legitimacy of mail-in ballots. The governor urges voters to return their own ballot to the election commissioner. Ricketts said, quote, "Do not give it to a political operative to turn it in for you." Evnen said volunteer poll workers are working to make sure that going to the polls is as safe as possible. He said mail-in ballots must be in the mail by October 27th to be received by November 3rd. Only ballots received by the close of polls on Election Day will be counted. If people do not feel comfortable putting their ballots in the mail, they can be delivered to secure ballot collection boxes outside of county offices. Thelma Sutcliffe is celebrating a birthday, her 114th. The Omaha World Herald reports that Sutcliffe was born October 1st, 1906, in what was then the town of Benson. The Gerontology Research Group says she is the oldest living resident of Nebraska, the 4th oldest American, and the 11th oldest person on the planet. Sutcliffe now lives at an assisted living facility in Omaha. Activities and volunteer coordinator Hannah Asteria said Sutcliffe is doing fine and enjoys phone visits with family and friends. Sutcliffe was married in 1924 at the age of 17. She and her husband Bill, who died in the early 1970s, had no children. She worked for the War Department in the 1940s, but otherwise did not work outside the home. Longevity runs in the Sutcliffe family. Her sister lived to just short of her 107th birthday. Drought conditions across the Cornhusker State continue to spread. The most recent U.S. Drought Monitor, published every Thursday by the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, shows over 98% of Nebraska's land is in some sort of abnormally dry conditions. Last week, about 87% of the state was in drought conditions. Only a small sliver of land in Thayer, Jefferson, Saline, and Lancaster counties is not at least abnormally dry, according to the Drought Monitor. Extreme drought conditions expanded slightly in the Nebraska Panhandle as that portion of the state continues to deal with the driest forecasts across the state.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In postseason baseball, in the National League wildcard round, the Dodgers shut out the Brewers 3-0. LA starter Clayton Kershaw tossed 8 scoreless innings. He struck out 13 in the win. LA advances to the second round. They'll will face the winner of the St. Louis-San Diego series, which is still going on because the Padres avoided elimination with an 11-9 win over the Cardinals. Fernando Tatis Jr. and Will Myers each hitting a pair of home runs as that series is tied at 1-1. Braves shut out the Reds 5-0. Atlanta starter Ian Anderson and 3 relievers combining on the shutout. Atlanta advances to round number 2. They'll face the winner of the Chicago-Miami series. Cubs and Marlins were postponed due to rain in Chicago. Final game in the American League wildcard round saw the A's rally past the White Sox 6-4. Oakland was down 3-0. They come all the way back. Chad Pinder's 2 RBI single in the 5th was the difference. Oakland advances to face Houston in round number 2. Week 4 in the NFL kicked off with a battle of winless teams. Broncos on the road beat the Jets 37-28. Running back Melvin Gordon, 107 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Denver's 1-3. Jets fall to 0-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures climbing into the mid-60s for today. We'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, a slight chance for rain, low in the upper 30s. For Saturday, look for clearing skies with highs back to around 64. And for Sunday, still lots of sunshine, mid-60s. Turning much milder then into Monday, mostly sunny there with highs reaching 81. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm Staff Meteorologist Michael Carroll.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Thank you, Janet. It is 8 minutes past the hour, 25 chilly degrees outside this morning. The frost has certainly formed overnight tonight and in this early morning. Frost advisory in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. Winds are calm, barometric pressure still falling at 30-21, humidity at 92%. High temperature yesterday, 60 with an overnight low of 25. Sunset today at 7:19, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:37, and the rain gauge remains dry here in this early portion of October. Very dry out there. We all know what we need to do there is keep that in mind when we're out working and doing different things, camping, all those sorts of things. We don't want to be the cause of a fire. All right, it is 8:09 now, and I did want to mention, I'm glad you brought it up because it reminded me of a very good story right now that Gavin Higgins has put together that we'd like you to read about and listen to about Anselm Myrna schools and the STEM lab expansion and grants and all the different things that the kids and the staffs have been working on and the community. And Gavin has that story on KCNI, KBBN, on our local newscast, and sandhillsexpress.com. Take a look. I see a lot of comments on that. Here's Brent Apperson with whatever's on his mind.
Well, okay, well, let's see what's on my mind. I might leave early this afternoon.
No, I'm talking programming
because, well, this is somewhat programming related. Visited with Kirk Crawley, who's going to help me call the football game tonight, and just thought we might put a little bit more time into our pregame preparation. So I thought I might go over at his house, about 1:08 or so, and then we'll just leave for the game from there, in 2.5 hours, whenever the game's over.
Brent, I was talking about highlighting a business from our area.
I'm sorry.
Not your own personal needs to see baseball.
You said what was on my mind.
It's baseball that's on your mind.
Cubs got to win today.
That's
or
what
else
I heard.
It's over.
That's what I heard.
Okay, let's talk about Troxel Insurance. How's that? Tim and Tracy want you to remember how important insurance is. No matter what's going on, insurance is protection that you need. Troxel Insurance wants you to know that they're ready to work hard for you and there for any questions about or changes to your policy that you may need. So give them a call today at 872-6996. Cool thing about Troxel Insurance is when you go there, it's really about two things: straight talk and affordable choices. They'll visit with you, find out what your needs are as far as insurance coverage, and then they go shopping on your behalf because they deal with several different companies, especially on things like auto insurance, where they can shop and find out the best coverage for you, but at the most affordable price. that's how they make insurance easy for you. So give them a call at 872-6996. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our cue to remind you that at Gibbons Electric of Ansley, they don't monkey around. Andy will give you a free estimate on the project that you're thinking about having him work on. He'll visit with you about it. You can discuss it. He'll give you an estimate. And Andy is very knowledgeable in just about everything when it comes to electricity, residential, commercial, agricultural, offering 15 years of experience, and is eager to go to work for you. So give Andy a call today with Gibbons Electric at 308-763-1193. 308-763-1193 is the number. And make sure you check out their website as well. It is simply WeDon'tMonkeyAround.com. You want me to keep going?
I was responding here to one of our listeners or watchers, or I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to ask Jeremy. I think it's a watcher. Okay. Not a voyeur, a watcher.
Okay.
Good morning to Steve, and I'm going to push the enter button.
Hi, Steve.
There you go, Steve. Good morning to you. Yeah, I'd like to talk about Stan just for a moment at the Whiskey Barrel.
Okay. You know, I really would love to get Stan's view on this whole shirt thing that you got, especially this, I'm sorry, this mess that you have on right now.
Brent, we have to move along here with the show. I think you're kind of stuck on just the visual here, but it's the same guy inside the shirt. We're doing the show.
I get that, but
I don't know why it bothers you so much.
Well, Dave, we have guests coming in.
Well, we can't help that. This experiment must be concluded. And this is Friday, so over the weekend we'll wash it. We'll see what happens. If it still grosses you out, we'll collect the data and
I'm not saying
report.
I'm not saying it necessarily grosses me out. It's just that it's just not professional, Dave.
It's a professional survey, scientific experiment. That overwhelms any professional little tidbit you're worried about. People come in here, they want to be on the radio. In the good old days of radio, you wouldn't have had to say anything. No one would have known unless we, explain to the people this isn't an experiment that we're conducting.
Would Stan have something at his place of business there that maybe would help take the stains out?
Beer, maybe.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, or a high quality vodka. I don't know. Stan would know, but he knows everything.
I know he does.
The Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow, Nebraska, located between Subway and Vet Care, right across from Gateway Motors on Highway 2, near the First Avenue stoplight. Can't miss it. Pull in and find out how you can go in and have a great shopping experience. Why? Well, first of all, the prices. Don't worry about paying too much for whatever you're buying, because Stan and his crew watch their competition and make sure they're right in the breadbasket, right in the spot where you're getting a good deal. They're making a little money. You're not overpaying. No glitzy sales, nothing to draw you in at a low price. First of all, in the spirits business, you can only do so much of that anyway because of the government rules. But Stan doesn't care about that. He just wants you to come in and buy it at a reasonable price, get some free advice and ice with purchase. So, that's what's available. Stan has it there for you. And he always has a thought-provoking theme on the front of the store on his sign. Right now, it's something about a mattress.
Yeah, I saw it too. Wasn't it something like sometimes a memory foam mattress wants to forget? I think. It's something something like that.
That's a perfect example of how Stan thinks about things. Very honest and straightforward. And they're open 7 days a week. They sell chance cards, I guess the best way to put it. Powerball and all that sort of thing.
Oh, lottery tickets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, lotto tickets. And pop and whatever you need. They'll take care of you. And if you have a little problem that you need solved, if Stan's there, he'll, with purchase, solve that problem for you at no charge. 7 days a week, Whiskey Barrel, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Been noticing they're really busy at Taco John's, right near the Trotters Service Center there. More and more people enjoying the food there, and you can go in and sit down, but because it's getting busier, they need more help.
They do. Don't you love the olays? I like those things.
Do you?
Oh, yeah, the little potato olays.
Sounds
They're
good.
yummy. Yes, Taco John's in Broken Bow is hiring for all shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available. There are opportunities for advancement, plus full-time employees receive benefits. So they encourage you to stop in for an application and think about joining their team at Taco John's in Broken Bow. Also right there, Trotters Woe and Go West in Broken Bow is seeking someone for part-time employment. This is a night position, working approximately 25 hours a week. You can contact Christine Hilburn at Trotters Woe and Go West for more information on that job opportunity. And you can take a look at all of this information on our website, sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the Help Wanted Jobs Listings employment page.
Thank you very much. Lots of jobs available. Right now on Sandhills Express, you can go to the jobs page and read a lot of what Brent's bringing you right now. But it's amazing to us. We hear about 45,000 workers being possibly laid off within the next week or two in the airport business, flight business. And here we are needing helpers. Another one is Sergeant Drilling. They are looking for good quality working people.
They are. Sergeant Drilling Company in Broken Bow is looking for help and is accepting applications for full-time employment. They offer competitive wages, holiday and vacation pay, health insurance, and 401k. A good driving record is required and a CDL is preferred. You can apply in person at their office, located at West Highway 2 in Broken Bow, or call 872-5125, 872-5125. Sergeant Drilling Company is an equal opportunity employer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And from Oliver is watching. He says hello.
Oh, hi, Oliver.
I think he watches on YouTube.
Now, here, Oliver, your grandson has spent last night with you, right?
Yep.
Okay, went home with you. So he witnessed this. Did Oliver see your shirt this morning when you put it on and he realized Grandpa was going to show up to work with a stained shirt? Did he, and maybe you left before Oliver had a chance to see it. I don't know, but I'm just curious. Did he have a reaction?
Actually, Joan and Oliver saw it firsthand this morning, what it looked like this morning. And
was there any kind of a response?
He came in and sat down with me in the AM room this morning before we signed on. Didn't seem to have a problem with it.
Okay.
He accepts me for who his granddad is.
Yeah. Well,
doesn't worry about the look.
Yeah. What about your lovely wife? She just shake her head and just go, "It's Dave," or I'm just curious.
Well, you know my wife, Joan, is an excellent researcher.
Yes.
She loves to research and look for things and tidbits of history and different things about science and politics. That's just the way she's always been. And she enjoys the fact that I'm conducting this experiment for the betterment of the world, especially when it comes to animals.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
We'll take a time out.
Are you having a hard time getting moving after your surgery? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. If you have recently undergone surgery to your knee, hip, shoulder, back, or wrist, or having trouble trouble doing the things you love, call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. With our highly trained staff in orthopedic rehabilitation, we are committed to getting you moving again. Call us at any of our locations close to you or check us out at myteampt.com. 872-5111.
The Secret Garden. Some secrets just can't be kept. Visit them this Saturday. They'll be open from 8:30 until 4:30. They've marked between 25 and 40% off all fall decorations. Yes, fall savings during fall, so you can decorate right now. Also, visit the Pumpkin Patch in October. They'll be there every Saturday and Sunday in October with $5 lunches. The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north. The Secret Garden.
We have a caller on the line that's calling in this morning to visit with us, and I believe Kristen said this is Joe Shea. Good morning, Joe. How are you today?
How you doing, David?
Oh, really good. How about you, old friend?
I'm pretty darn good, thanks.
Good.
You know, I've been listening to the all your comments about your shirt and your socks that you wear for weeks, months at a time, and how you're saving the birds, the bees, and the animals, and the squirrels, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up at night with this feeling that my dad is trying to tell me something.
Oh, well, I love your dad.
Dad was in the cleaning business forever, and he used to send us to school. I mean, you know, obviously our clothes were done there at the laundry, and he would starch the jeans. I mean, you had to put your foot in and kind of pull up on them and get the pants to thread and had a nice crease on them, and I would complain, Dad, why are we doing this? You know, my shirts are starched, my pants are starched. He said, son, you are advertising. You are advertising the business. Okay, I get that. You know, and then I think, Dave, you're a business owner.
That's right, Joe.
Even though you're not in the laundry business, but you're still the front line. You're the guy that people see. And you know, and they see a guy walking around with this, you know, this slobber and stuff all over his shirt. It starts to remind them of Horace Easterwood and thinking maybe he's got hot dog gravy or something on it, you know. So I just, you know, they make washing machines nowadays that are high efficiency.
There you go.
Use very little water. They have special high efficiency soap for them. You know, you can do this, save the planet, without looking like a pig.
Oh, geez.
I just, you know, and that's my dad. I mean, he's been waking me at night telling me this. You know, you got to call Dave. You know, this is, you know, so you guys are getting out farther than you think. I mean, we're, you know, you're tapped into heaven with this one.
Well, geez, that's wow. Well, that makes internet seem like nothing.
I know it. That's just a baby.
Oh, wow. Well, I of course, Joe, you know, your father was wonderful. Pat was a great guy, and I do remember that you guys wore Levi's with the crease down the front, always looking sharp. Shirts were always never a wrinkle in them, very, very clean. So I understand what you're saying there, and I'll take that in.
I can remember that people would bring stuff in with stains, and my mom would take it back to the spotting board, and she had this little steam nozzle and this little wood kind of tool, and put stuff on it. And they'd work on it, and it'd come out clean as a whistle every time. It just always amazed me, and the time they spent on it. But oh yeah, I can just hear it now.
Well, you know, that's putting a lot of pressure on me, Joe. That story puts a lot of pressure on this experiment, and I appreciate your input.
Well, I hope the experiment works out good, whether it is positive or negative. So,
okay. Thanks, Joe.
You guys have a great day.
Thanks, Joe.
Well, bye. Oh, that's a great story.
It is.
Yeah. Shea's Laundry.
That's a friend right there.
Whoa,
a friend just calling in saying, you're the face. You're the face of KCNI KBBN.
Did he call me a pig? I think Joe.
Well, I don't think.
You said you don't look like a pig.
Yeah.
You know, I think he must have watched the debates earlier in the week. Got him all. You know, say whatever you have on your mind. But
listen, listen. That to me, that's a good friend. Because I've been trying to kind of walk around the issue,
Yeah.
and Joe just came out and said, "Dave, you're the face of KCNI KBBN. You want to look good. You want to look sharp, and walking around with a stained shirt just isn't the way to go."
Well, Brent,
And sometimes you just got to come out and
you notice
and
I'm
just say
I'm
it,
clean
and
shaven this morning.
well, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, no, I'm no, I'm not necessarily clean shaven, but this is kind of but this, listen, this is way different than walking around with a stained shirt. This is what you call the 5 o'clock shadow. Everybody's going with that now. Now, in my case, it's only about 3:30, but everybody. That's kind of what guys do now. You just kind of let it grow for a little bit. I shave once a week.
Well,
I guess that's kind of the same thing as the shirt, isn't
yes,
it?
it is.
Come to think of it.
And I don't think, knowing Joe's dad, that he would approve of that either.
Well, I don't think my parents do.
Oh, it looks like we have guests in the studio.
Do we?
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go.
We'll take a time out and get our guests in here.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah.
And we'll kind of document their reaction on Facebook Live or YouTube, however you're watching,
All right.
and of course explain it on the radio, because we're going to get some exciting news today, I believe, from Rick.
Well, great.
That's all next.
Fall is here, the golf season is winding down, but the fun isn't stopping at the Broken Bow Golf Club. It's cornhole season. Sign up for the next Cornhole League October 21st through December 2nd with a tournament to end it all December 9th. Each Wednesday, 4 tee times are available, 5:30, 6, 6:30, and 7. Some have signed up already, but there's room for several more teams. So grab a spouse, a friend, or a stranger and join the Broken Bow Golf Club Cornhole League. Just $10 a person. Message their Facebook page to sign up and like the page to keep up with league updates.
Send request split. Bruning Bank is proud to now offer Zelle as a solution to send funds electronically. Perfect for splitting rent or the dinner bill. Access Zelle through Bruning Bank's free app or online banking platform. Getting started is quick and easy. Zelle has replaced pot money. Visit BruningBank.com to learn more about switching or signing up for Zelle. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Aero Aviation is happy to have served the area since 1971, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Their aircraft is equipped with the latest in GPS guidance and flow control technology, and they're always searching for the next big thing in aviation. Contact Casey and Melissa Williams at 872-5113 and talk to them about your fall pasture spraying. That's Aero Aviation, proud to serve Custer County and surrounding areas.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on this, what is this, Friday? Yeah, Friday.
It is, Dave. It's the first Friday of October.
That is true.
It is.
And also, Friday means that we'll be visiting with Custer Public Power, and that's what we're doing right now. We have Taryn and Rick in. Let me turn up the other microphone. How you doing, Rick?
I'm good.
You
How about
there?
you?
Good, good.
Check.
Yep, you're good. Taryn, how you doing?
Wonderful.
Good.
Closer.
I like your new glasses.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they look sharp.
Thanks.
It's important to have a very professional look, and that's very professional.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just that wonderful age where glasses are all over the place. They're strategically stashed.
Yes, you got to have the ones for close and far away, and
You know, in 12 years, I don't think I've ever gotten that comment from Dave. Wonder what that means.
You're not wearing your glasses, though.
Oh,
yeah. Well, besides, Brent just said you look
professional
sharp.
look.
You
Yeah.
look sharp.
I don't.
At least you got a clean white shirt on.
Well, yeah, that's true. It does look very nice. Nice white shirt.
And Dave's turned so that people on Facebook can't see it.
Oh, no, you can see right up there.
Oh, they
just
see.
a
Let
little
me
bit.
just get you guys on there. Thanks for reminding me. I pushed the guest button. There you are.
Hey, there's everybody.
Very good. Rick, Taryn, how you doing?
I am doing good.
I'm great. I'm rather relaxed today.
I can see that.
Yeah. You almost had me fired up, but I'm really good.
Good, good. Are we going to get some breaking news today? I mean,
No.
What?
No breaking news today. You'll get breaking news in 2 weeks from today.
Oh.
Boy,
There you go. That's something
That's
to look
on, that's
forward
on the
to.
record now.
He's been,
There's a
Brent,
date.
where have you been? I've been teasing this for 2 weeks now.
What do you mean, where have I been? I've been working.
Not with me.
No, this is the first. Yeah, right.
It's
I
been a
guess
while
the-
since
yeah,
we've seen
the-
you.
Yeah,
It's been-
the last couple of weeks I think I was on a remote.
Who are
and
you?
then yeah.
Where did
Nice-
you come from?
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, that's,
Who are you related to? Tell us about your family.
no, so, Brent, we've been teasing this little thing going on over by Arnold here for a couple of weeks. And, it's quite possible you might be able to capitalize on this little fun deal we got going on, but
Oh, yay.
you'll have to wait 2 weeks to find out what that is.
But 2 weeks, we're going to hear the news. Wonderful.
I thought it was today.
We'll have a special guest coming to the radio show in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And it's going to be exciting.
Yes, I'm excited about it. I just thought we was going to find out about it today.
No, I'm so sorry, Dave. I am so sorry. But no.
Okay.
No.
Let down again.
Yep. Broadband over cropland. It just might be coming to fruition.
That's just a cool saying. I like that. Can you say that again?
Broadband over cropland.
Cropland. Yeah.
It's got a
That-
ring to
that
it.
is
doesn't it?
something to get
I
excited
think I might
about.
have coined that about 3 years ago.
That's how long it's been in the works?
Yep.
Wow.
Now, do you get the rights to that saying? Like if someone were to use it in an ad or something, would they pay you?
Taryn, we
Were
might
you the
wanna
one that came
check
up
on
with
that
it?
copyright. Yeah. See if
I
we can
would.
copyright that. Would you?
Seriously, that's a good phrase.
Yeah, it's
Broadband
absolutely.
over cropland.
Yeah, you know how that works. You'll eventually get some
Are you
payment for
completely
your
copyrighted?
Yeah, copyrighted.
Are you copyrighted?
Am I?
Yeah.
I don't know. Am
Everything you do?
Well, he was complaining here a while back because we used his picture for a promotion when he was graduating from Loop
Without my
City
permission.
Schools.
With cats?
No, just this little, he had a little vest on with a
Yeah, they,
little sweater
I-
over
I
his
they
shoulder.
use
still
my
got-
likeness a lot.
I still got
With-
that picture on, up in my office.
Do you
should,
really?
You should stop by and see it, yeah.
I will have to stop by and see
Yep.
it. Is that the one I autographed for you?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's right up there with some other high
Yeah, Senator,
profile.
Senator Fisher, the governor. Yeah, you're right there.
And my picture's right up there with it.
In fact, you might even be covering up the governor. Not
Oh,
sure.
Wow. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Covering up Pete Ricketts? Oh, man.
Wow. I just feel honored.
He just got 6
He did. He
inches taller.
got taller.
I did.
Wow.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah. It's all about you.
Thank you.
Yes, because I asked him earlier about.
You know, they said that about me last week, and guess what? They picked on me.
Did they? Yeah, well,
Nicely, but yeah.
I know.
But we did get to find out. It just dawned on me that nothing about this is about electricity. But last week we found out that Taryn has some horses and some dogs and what else?
No chickens.
No chickens.
Right.
No.
It was very informative.
But she has 3.5 horses and 3 dogs. So she still has more horses than dogs.
Yeah, I got pointed out after the radio show
Oh, you
that was
did?
not right, that you have more
Wow.
dogs than horses or equal numbers. And I said, well, technically, if you count the pony that's on loan,
There you go.
and they said that doesn't count as a horse, so we count it as a half a horse.
Oh, so that's where I was wondering where you got
yeah,
the
so
half.
yeah, because he's he's
Well,
small.
ownership, shares. Yeah. That's what professional people do.
Hmm.
And since I'm not one, I barely know about that. But little dig there, David. Hey, guess what? We are moving lightning speed on a project between Dunning and Seneca that's just going to modernize that entire Sandhills portion.
Coming along good.
Oh, I am so excited about that. I'm excited because I won't have the pain of breaker operations happening out of the blue or in a light rain or in a one lightning strike in the entire state of Nebraska and it hits my 34.5 in the Sandhills. I am delighted that we are going to have a line that's 60-year-old line that's up there now.
Always kind of amazing when you talk about this, that the demand is growing and higher than it was years ago, because population certainly is sparse up in that area, but the demand is actually increased.
Oh my goodness, isn't that just a little
kind
strange?
of throws
Yeah.
your
True statement, though. But it's still not. That entire area is the same size as a stop table substation, as our Myrna substation. But it's the distances that we got to travel with that much demand. Like I said, it's not very much, but it's just enough to put us over the edge of having troubles from a reliability and from being able to serve it standpoint. So that's what's requiring the line to be rebuilt, and all these other things that I mentioned about breaker operations and the lightning and that kind of. Those are the side effects. So those are the non-quantifiable things that are going to make our lives a whole lot easier and make the Sandhills a whole lot more reliable.
What's your, since it is going so well, then I would assume your target date for completion is looking pretty good?
Yeah, so it's going to be in the middle of next year, middle to late next year. One of the things that we have to remember is that 38 miles takes a long time to build. Our typical line that we build is, maybe 8, 10, 12 miles, and so this is 3 times that. And so it's going to take some time. We're going to be in the area. We're going to have lots of crews going. Yeah, we're looking at probably a late 2021 finish, complete. So
I'm guessing probably winter. What kind of winter we have could change up things a little bit for you. But.
Yeah, but it's kind of like anywhere else. If we get a pretty good frost, get that down in the sand, that almost makes it a little bit easier.
Good.
To move around, and we still need to pay attention to the grass and all that. Try to protect the soils up there and the grass that's on the ground. So we're going to attack it just like we do everything else up in the Sandhills, and flotation tires, and just be careful and do what we do.
Okay. Maybe watch for some equipment being moved around and so forth, kind of like we're doing right now with farmers. And
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Right.
The other thing that I'm completely excited about is we kind of went a little bit overboard in some of the things that we did, because we took a hard look at the flyway. So from a game and parts perspective, tried to do a little Raptor protection and make things a little bit wider, lengthen out the span lengths, bird diverters on the static, got some cover up going on the underbuild. So a lot of this will be a test, but it's all meant to kind of protect wildlife and the flyway. The cranes, all the migratory birds, eagles, and everything. So pretty excited about that. Anxious to see how that looks and get that strung out across there. So.
Okay. Speaking of watching for vehicles and slow-moving trucks and that sort of thing, we were out on the roads yesterday. There's a huge amount of corn left out there. They're working on the soybeans. Things are going really well, much like your project, because of the weather we've had.
Yep.
But there's a whole lot of picking to do out there yet, and hauling those crops in and out. I know you guys are always concerned about safety with augers and that sort of thing. while these guys put in their longer hours for the harvest.
Picking up pipe.
Yeah.
Boy, that really worries me when they got a 20-foot section of pipe and it stands up in the air. Some of that's right along the three-phase line, right along the single-phase line. It just pay attention when you're doing that, picking those pipe up. Augers going down the road, same thing.
Pulling into a field.
Yeah. These combines are almost like taking an aircraft carrier down the road anymore.
They are.
Met one up on in between Gates and Sargent here. Might have been over the weekend. Wow. The whole road's gone.
They're big.
Yeah. And so you just sit back and enjoy the scenery and drive down the road.
So you got a spot you can safely get by.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I'd do that. They're just wait for it.
Yeah.
They'll get to where they're going.
Yep, where they're going to pick next.
Yeah. Speaking of that, though, geez, be careful of that. They're out there doing beans. There's a lot of dust flying in the air. Because it's been, pretty dry. But just watch out for that as well, because that creates, bad driving conditions if that's flown out over top of the road.
Well, you can see them. We talked about this earlier this week. You don't have to look for the combines because there's a cloud of dust there right now because it's so
especially
darn
on
dry.
the beans.
They do kick up the dust. Taryn, I don't know if you saw the story on San Jose Express this morning or heard the story about the STEM lab expansion at Anselmo Myrna.
Yeah, I saw that last night and was telling Rick about it and the grants, and that makes me really happy
I figured it would.
and excited and stuff. But it puts pressure on us, as we want the schools to get those STEM labs so they have them there all the time. But that means we have to find things a little bit different and stuff to kind of supplement what they're doing. So,
but that's okay because that was kind of the goal, is to get everybody excited, and I'm sure they were excited beforehand. But just let them see what this looks like, and we've said it many times. We come in and set up, and there were, especially the first year, a lot of people worried about what if they break that 3D printer? What if they break the Carby? What if they, just all kinds of things? And our response is, well, break it, and let's let you figure out how to fix it.
There you go.
Because that's part of the
and there's
battle.
only a couple times that we've that we've had to come in and because it's broke. But the kids, that's part of that critical thinking, is them being able to figure out how to problem solve. And that's one of the biggest workplace skills. And everybody says if you can get somebody that can critically think and problem shoot and stuff, that's valuable. That's something that either you got or you don't, and we want to teach that young while they still have out of the box thinking.
Yeah, so we're completely excited about that, about any school who wants to expand, and we're still we still have a plan for this year, and I think Terrence talked about this. We have some units that represent about 4 of the boxes that we have that we're able to bring out to the schools. We kind of want capable, to kind of get settled down and get going, and so we'll be sometime in October, starting to get together and scratch our heads about what we might do.
And I met Jesse at the meet and greet, so yeah.
Excuse me. Well, I think in the story that is on right now, they even talk about how this whole COVID thing really slowed everything down as far as putting anything more together. Kind of a lapse of time there where nothing was going on.
Yeah.
So now you guys are regrouping. These schools can kind of regroup and get the program going. Let's go back to the genesis for folks who maybe are not familiar with this, because this was an effort of Custer Public Power, BD,
and
capable together to bring this program into the schools. Talk about the genesis of it real quick, because we're talking pretty like everybody knows what this is.
Right. So, gosh, how many years ago?
3.
3.
Yeah.
So then, the planning for this started probably 4 years ago. We brought in a STEM lab that NPPD had, and brought that up to Anselmo Myrna, and set it up, and we went through I think a 2-week time frame, and my thought is I wanted to have every school in my service territory, which there's 13 schools, have an opportunity to get that lab. The only problem is for it to come back and get back to Myrna, NPPD only had at that point, I think, 2 labs and 160 schools to get to in their footprint. And so for me to even get it back once, it was going to be 5 or 6 years. Well, every kid in Anselmo Myrna would have been gone.
Right.
Before I even got it back to our service territory to go to a different school. So I thought it was important, so we wanted to bring it in, and nothing else, Custer Power would do this. And then we were talking with Jenny at Capable at that time about some opportunities, and a grant came up, so we got involved with BD, who was eligible for that grant, and things kind of snowballed and progressed in a hurry, and we got everything pulled together, got the grant submitted, got the funding, got the trailer. I think all within about 2 or 3 months, we were headed out to a school for the first time, and so
it was crazy.
This would have been our
yeah.
4th year.
This would be the 4th year
Right.
this year.
This
so.
year. And we had to cut the 3rd year short, because of the pandemic back in February. So there was 3 schools, I believe, that didn't get it. But so after 3 years, lots of things had been discovered, and lots of things have changed. And so my whole idea was that in 3 or 4 or 5 years, the teachers and the kids were planning on that STEM lab coming, and had a curriculum set up and all that. So we were just on the cusp of getting to that point, and which makes me extremely happy that Anselmo Myrna is doing a little expansion in their STEM lab. Arnold's already had lots of stuff going on, so when we drop off over there, they're looking at different things.
And what's cool there is they take it to the elementary. It was geared for middle school, so their middle school and their high school at Arnold, they've got it. So they're taking boxes and getting it to the elementary grade. So there's nothing more cool to see a 2nd grade class using the pneumatics and learning how to push air through cylinders and have that concept.
Or
writing schematics and crayons. That was cool.
Wow. That is, and this kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, because this kind of interlaps with other classes. We were just seeing where kids in the business class just recently put together an effort and put up a flagpole at the middle school. And I would think, you're talking about elementary and the seniors with these skills that they're developing. I know one of the cool things about the STEM labs is that everything's documented, and when it goes to the next school, then they can use that data and mix it with their data, and it's a continuing growing thing. And then there's the business side of it too, where they can actually think, well, you know what? And I think Arnold implements that side of things with their sign shop and all of that, how that all kind of fits together. Kind of neat.
Like Mullen, they have a STEM club. So, the schools have adapted the STEM to work for them. So, that's been really exciting. So.
It just dawned on me, maybe we ought to define what STEM is. So that's science, technology, electronics, and mathematics.
Yeah, all things that are so important that us as adults go, oh man, I don't know if I could do what these kids are doing these days with those skills and those subjects. I mean, I read an article yesterday that most parents, and they're struggling with this with the pandemic, is most parents really aren't comfortable doing 7th grade math. Because it's changed so much and advanced and changed a lot. So that's how fast things change. But that's what's happening with the STEM labs. It's growing and evolving, and they're adding to it and making it fit with other programs.
Yes, and that's what we want to be able to assist them with, having that comfort level.
Well, it's a great start. A great start.
And to take it, our original 3D printer was, probably $2,500, $3,000. Now we're getting 3D printers that aren't as heavy and bulky, down to $250 and $300. So
No
you can
kidding.
have your own 3D printer at home and be making washers or parts that you would. And the different types of plastics and things. I mean, you can troubleshoot some of the stuff at home that you need. So
Agriculture, big deal. You know, that they can create. They can probably create some things. I think one of the students mentioned that in the story. I was thinking about a fertilizer pump and how maybe we could make parts for that.
Yeah. So there's this kid in Mullen, might have been a year or two ago. We were up there, and I remember the discussion came up. Oh, why do we have a pneumatics? Why is this here? And it all of a sudden dawned on him. Oh, I can make an auto gate out of something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
And so it's stuff like that that's the thinking, and that's the wheels, and we want grinding away in somebody's head.
Put it to practical
think
purpose.
about it.
Yeah.
Why is this important? Well, you could make this or make that. Pneumatics are here. It's air, but it could be hydraulics. It could be just about anything.
prosthetics. I mean, a lot of prosthetics now to get that grip. They've experimented with using small pneumatics to increase the grip. So,
Pretty fascinating.
Yep.
It's a good
Yeah.
story.
So
it's not done by a long ways. It's
No.
continue to go.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, we'll be getting together here in October, I believe.
mid-October.
And start, developing a plan. We've already got the kits. They're taking up a large table in Taryn's office at this point.
And everybody
in time.
walks by them and they look at
Yeah.
them. And like I said, we got Easy IT's blessing. He opened one up and looked at it. And so I'm pretty excited, when
no
you
kidding.
get,
Had to slap his hand, but that's okay.
Stay out of there.
Yeah.
I take inventory, so.
But that's really excited.
Good.
Fun stuff.
We got some time left. Is there anything that we should talk about that we haven't covered yet that you guys wanted to mention this morning?
Well, we're knee deep into budgets, and so 5-year plan, 20-year plan. We're just getting. I know what we need, and we know what we need for a 20-year plan. So now we're trying to fit the 5-year plan into that scenario, and then we'll try to fit the budget into that scenario. We had a pretty good meeting yesterday about some initial budget items, and so that's going well. In the next couple of weeks, we'll get that kind of finalized and get that turned around. Of course, from a planning perspective, I've done this since day one. You can go into each year and take a look at what you think you might need, but what's that look like on a 10-year, 20-year basis? You don't want to do something today that creates a rate increase for something today that's not needed in the future. So and like I said, I've always had this philosophy: if you spread it out over time, you can fit it into a budget that doesn't require rate increases to pay for it. And so that's kind of what we're looking at. We have the potential for another PCA to come back. Those of you who get a bill every month probably have seen a negative number on that bill. That comes right off your bill. When we send out irrigation invoices here in the next 2 or 3 weeks, they'll be able to see what that negative number looks like on their bill as well.
Okay.
So the same thing is probably going to happen in 2021. And that is also not going to require any rate increases either. So
good news.
Everything that we're doing is fits into the plan, and so that's what we need to work for 2021. We've got a great team together, and a lot of ideas, and so we're taking a look at that. So that's pretty exciting times. There's like I said, some new faces at the table, and so that's creates all kinds of opportunities. So.
All right. Darren, anything that you wanted to add? I know we talked last time a little bit about some of the programs that are available for youth out there and different.
Yep. Youth programs is staying the same. We've got our scholarships. We can do job if they think high schooler thinks they wants to be a lineman, come out and do a job shadow. Call the office. We'll get you pointed the right way. Hopefully we have Halsey in Washington, D.C. coming. We got 3 kids planning to go to the youth tour if we can have it this year or next year. And then our Halsey. So a lot of things going on. And we have exciting things happening at Custer Power that people will be able to see and get their hands on. Hopefully at the first of the year. I mean, we've got some new looks on magazine and statements. I mean, just fun stuff.
A lot of changes.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Okay. Brent, did you have any questions? I know that I noticed that your beard has grown just a little bit in this session here. And I know that that means you've been thinking hard because your beard grows when you think.
Okay. How long does it take the guys to set a pole now?
Nice segue.
Well, probably a good half hour.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Wow.
Now, see, to me, that's amazing that you can put it up and set it in that amount of time.
It all depends on what's up top.
Yeah.
And they still
So
have the
I'll-
old pole diggers
Do
to
they?
set with these big, huge, long handles. So
Yeah.
They have to use those?
Well,
Occasionally.
Back in the day, they're called idiot sticks, but yeah. Because you always had the idiot running it. But anyway. No, so, that's just kind of out in the open field. They set a pole and, there's nothing else around. But the majority, in fact, they're changing poles out that are rejects down by, is it Holmont? The crews have spent a lot of time up by Taylor and Sargent this summer and this fall. Wow, is it fall already?
Yes.
Changing poles out that were rejected from, we do an annual pole inspection, which, by the way, right now they're up in the Myrna area, so if you see weird vehicles driving around digging by our poles, that's what they're doing, is checking the ground line. But we're changing out poles, and so I say 30, 45 minutes, but if you need to set up and go up and actually cover up that single-phase wire and pull that out of the way, and then pull the old pole and stick the new pole back in, it probably may take an hour, hour and a half. It all depends on what's up top. But that's what they're doing now, is changing out poles. And in the Homon area, if it's 3-phase, that's a whole other can of worms to get that pole set and then hold the wire out of the way. But that's, all of that is what our guys do. And we do that hot when we can, and that's the majority of the time. So we try not to cause outages, but it's quite a process when we do that. By the way, did you happen to hear any reports of a helicopter last Thursday up in the Sargent area?
No, but we talked about that last time. They're doing some more of that?
No. I just want to make sure that we got that covered. Putting up bird diverters in that river crossing up by Sargent, that was fun. So
I still can't imagine hanging out of a helicopter, putting these little swirly bobs
boy.
on a 3-phase line with a
can't either.
helicopter. I just,
Since the
Yeah.
studs.
They're swirly bobs?
you know, I mean, they're
That's
swirls. People don't, I
highly
mean,
Technical term.
yeah.
Well, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, most people, I mean, they're just bent wires
Yeah.
that get put on there, yeah.
All right.
So-
Hey, guys, thanks
Hey.
a lot. Appreciate it very
Dave,
much.
it's good to see you.
Thanks.
N- Nice shirt.
Thank you very
Good,
much.
good white shirt.
Was it good to see me?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we
thanks.
covered that at the beginning.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess maybe. Yeah, I guess you.
You really have shrunk back down in the chair, so your picture is above Pete Riggins.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Got
I'm coming to see you. I'm
There you
gonna
go.
Come give you.
Yep.
I'll bring a cup of coffee or something, and we'll.
That almond Swiss chocolate coffee.
It's pretty good.
Almond Swiss chocolate.
Whatever
that sounds
he has,
good.
because whatever his wife would get him, Rick wanted, so that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Pass it along to your friends.
All right.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Taryn.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you,
Thank
Brad.
you. Thank you.
Oh, Lord. Let's take a time out.
Good night,
From
Joe Bob.
indoor and outdoor to out in the field, Ansley Lumber and Supply has what you need for your projects. There's nothing stronger than LP Smart Side siding for your home, and Pella, Marvin, and North Star windows can increase efficiency greatly. They have them. Does your kitchen need a new look? Well, Ansley Lumber has several lines of cabinets to choose from, and they offer quartz and granite countertops. Benjamin Moore Paint can freshen up a look, plus they have metal for your buildings, plus creosote and copper posts. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up,
Good night.
there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell and engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
It's the JCPenney Friends and Family Sale, and everyone is invited. Hurry and save up to 50% on select styles from brands you love to live in, like St. John's Bay, A&A, and Liz Claiborne. Plus, take an extra 30% off with coupon. Easy savings for anyone and everyone. And if you're on the go, enjoy contact-free curbside pickup without leaving your car. Spread the love. Share the savings. JCPenney. Offers end Sunday, 10/4. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. The huge ramifications from President Trump's tweet that he and the First Lady have tested positive for the coronavirus. Among them, the politics. Correspondent Paula Reed at the White House.
Today, the president has cleared his campaign schedule, but it's unclear how long he will quarantine.
Joe Biden has tweeted his best wishes to the Trump family, and he'll be tested today, according to a source familiar with his campaign. But what's ahead on the campaign trail? Political analyst Larry Sabato.
The final 2 debates should be canceled because otherwise you're going to put many other people at risk. And Trump may be physically unable to do it.
And the news isn't sitting well on Wall Street. Analyst Michael Farr.
When people don't know, they tend to take their money off of the table. They vote with their wallets, and their wallets say, I'm keeping my cash right now.
And on Wall Street, the Dow is opening lower. Worldwide, markets were off. CBS News special report. I'm Cammie McCormick.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles. Here's Deb Carson.
In Thursday night's Major League action, the Dodgers, Braves, and A's advanced to the divisional series. Dodgers ace Clayton Kershaw threw 8 strong innings, striking out 13 batters as L.A. shut out the Brewers 3-0. The Dodgers advanced to face the winner of the St. Louis-San Diego series. The Padres forced a Game 3 against the Cards with an 11-9 win. Fernando Tatis Jr. and Will Myers each homered twice in the win for San Diego. The Oakland A's rallied to beat the White Sox 6-4, so Oakland advances to face the Astros, and the Atlanta Braves swept their wild card series with the Reds, winning Game 2 5-0. Atlanta will face the winner of the Cubs-Marlins series. In a penalty-laden battle of winless NFL teams, the Broncos beat the Jets 37-28 despite starting rookie quarterback Brett Rippon, who threw 3 picks. Denver improves to 1-3. Jets fall to 0-4.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures climbing into the mid-60s for today. We'll see a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, a slight chance for rain, low in the upper 30s. For Saturday, look for clearing skies with highs back to around 64. And for Sunday, still lots of sunshine, mid-60s. Turning much milder then into Monday, mostly sunny there with highs reaching 81. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your place for all things pivots and electrical. Call today to schedule your fall pivot maintenance. Lance offers a flat rate tower inspection fee, 10% off any parts needed, and a 46-point inspection process that ensures your peace of mind in the spring. Maybe you're in the market for a new sprinkler package or a brand new Zematic pivot. They can help with that too. With 0% financing, now is the time to replace that old pivot and enjoy the power of Zematic in your fields. And ask how they can save you $500 on a sprinkler package. With harvest coming, make sure your grain bins are in top working order by having them checked over or even rewired. Lance and the crew will keep your bins in top shape so you don't worry about wet corn at your busiest time. They also carry the widest range of fuses and capacitors in town. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:08 is your time, and we have a studio full of guests. We're happy about that for the Nebraska one-box pheasant hunt. Brent, I cannot see you. That makes me very nervous.
Makes me happy, and I'm sure most of our viewers happy that they can't see me now.
I got my eye on him.
Oh, thanks, Ed.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks,
it.
Ed. You still intimidate me.
Well, I loved his last comment. Should we make that public or just leave it alone?
There was a lot of comments. I don't know. It's probably best that those were off air.
All right, let's get serious. First of all, I want to apologize for the looks of my shirt. This is an ongoing experiment. I've been trying to wear the same shirt for 5 days and to save the environment. And I had a couple accidents. I've been totally spot-free until today, or yesterday. Brent's embarrassed. Joe Shea called in and said it's unprofessional. But this is and Coach, maybe you can back me up on this. When you set a goal, you have to finish it, no matter how messy it gets.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
But there are some limits. You haven't reached them yet. You haven't reached them yet. If we had blood or something like that, then we might have to change it out. But chocolate's good. Hot sauce is good.
So I don't need to stop.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, and Dave, the best part about being on the radio is people don't have to smell you like we do.
I know the smell. I'm sorry. Here, let me. Put a little less on there. All right.
Brent, how do you do it every day?
That is a question that I ask myself every day I wake up. How do I do it every day?
And Joan.
Yeah, she's the real hero.
She is.
She might go back to the library.
Retirement might not work out. Let's pull that mic a little closer to you, if you would, because we want to introduce our guests here, Joe Franzen and Liz, this year's chairman and chairperson, correct?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And Ed Schaaf and Jen, you're the next in line for next year, so you're helping out. And I looked at the board members. Look like you have a good crew again, helping with all the board things and everything.
First, let's start with the date. That's a little bit different this year than what it has been in the past for the $1. You want to start there, Joe?
Absolutely. So this year we're going to be opening weekend of pheasant season. So the dates, the Thursday 29th is the kickoff, the official kickoff of our events, and then it rolls into Friday the 30th, and the 31st is the hunt, Saturday. Then we have our Pat Shooter breakfast on November 1st, Sunday morning.
Okay. A lot of the same things will happen, just a little bit different in the date.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of difference this year. We have to keep our community safe and do our part there. So that's some of the biggest differences, and we might as well jump right into those.
Okay. All right.
Friday is going to be the largest difference, and we really beat our heads on this as a group to figure out how we can support this event and continue to give out scholarships and raise money for Habitat in our community. And the best we could come up with basically is Friday we're not going to have the public parties. It's hard. Our businesses have taken a beating this year. It's hard to ask for them to give a bunch of money and step up. And so we decided the best way to do that and keep everyone safe was not to have the big parties. So with that being said, I mean, we are accepting the public and community support with a banquet ticket to get into the convention center. Those can be purchased at the chamber, or you can call myself. My information's on the website, or Elaine Bayer, which keeps us straight and down the right road every year. And man, we appreciate her. Like, she's an amazing lady.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. Friday will be, we're going to have all the teams out there. We're going to have like a social hour beforehand. And it's going to be, they're going to be kind of throughout the convention center to where people can go around and meet all the teams. Kind of like, you're not going to have to run around town and run to different, if you have to go to all these different parties, everybody's going to be there. You get your ticket, and then you can come in for the social hour that's beforehand and kind of meet and greet everybody. And that way you can go around and meet all the different people that we're having come in.
All
and
right.
it is the 60th hunt this year.
It is the
Yes.
60th.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's going to be, we got some great people coming in, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Exciting times.
Yeah.
It's different. Change isn't always easy, and it's still exciting. We've got cool stuff. We have phenomenal volunteers. We thank them immensely, from hosts to dog handlers coming all over, and participants coming from all over, our guides, landowners. It takes an army to put this thing together, and we have a lot of thanks and a lot of debt we owe to our community and the people that have supported this thing for 60 phenomenal years.
Yeah, that's unreal. Liz, I'd like to have you jump in here because we were talking earlier. I think I'm correct here, and we'll get the lady side of things here too. But I'm thinking, would it be your great-great-granddad?
It's my great-grandpa.
Great-grandpa,
Yep.
okay, who actually is kind of the genesis of the One Box, correct?
Yep, absolutely. My great-grandpa, TTV Jr., started it, and so that was 60 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
Dave, you were probably about 40 when it started, weren't you?
We're going to do that short joke here in just a minute.
Hey, now.
Oh, boy. Well, I think that's cool. And then here you are on the 60th year of the actual chairperson.
Yep.
That's feel kind of good.
Somebody planned it. I didn't realize it until a couple years ago that we were chairing the 60th, and I kind of went gulp.
Yeah, kind of a big one. And then with all of the things that have changed since March of this year, it's put a little extra strain on things, I would imagine.
Yes, absolutely. The men's side of it has, I guess, changed a lot. For our side, it was deciding if we were going to do this, and we said we're going to try, and so
Move forward.
Here we are.
Okay, so on the ladies' side, let's cover that while we're on your side of the table, Jen. What kind of tickets and how everything's going to work and what you're having?
Sure. Well, I'll start with Friday because we always every year do a small Friday
afternoon event normally, and then we'd have our Saturday luncheon. But on Friday, we're switching it up a little bit. We're going to do a morning event, do a little bit of brunch, but we're doing a ladies' one-box pheasant hunt around the square. So it's going to kind of mimic the men's hunt, but we're not shooting anything.
We're going shopping.
We're shopping. We're hunting for deals. And it's going to be fun. And the idea behind it was we know that our businesses were strained really early on in the spring, and we want to kind of pay it forward because over the last 60 years, they've been the ones that have helped make this possible by providing such great donations. So we want to pay that forward. We want to take the ladies around the square, take them into the shops, and it'll be kind of a little scavenger hunt. They are on a mission to come out with some pheasants. But those tickets will be available at the chamber. And Liz.
Actually, the Friday tickets are just available through me. So just get a hold of me or a ladies board member, and they can point you in my direction.
Yeah, and we're going to do that from 9 to 11:30. So we'll have you finished up for lunch, and then they have the afternoon to go shopping, go back to those stores that they were in if there was something they were dying to have. So that'll be fun. And then Saturday, I'll let Liz talk about Saturday because that's kind of our big deal.
Yep, Saturday is still our bigger event. It's the ladies' luncheon, and we're having the Fremont Tritones. It's an a cappella group come out, and we'll have our raffles and the wine pull, the jewelry tree, all those good fundraisers for the scholarships.
Yeah, and that's very important. We don't want to forget about talking about the scholarships because it's a huge part of what you guys do.
It's why we do this.
Yeah.
It's a big part of why we do this. Last year we gave about $5,000 in scholarships, and without all this, we couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
So.
All right. Doors open, I see, at 10:30, and I suppose they can kind of mill around, look at the jewelry tree, and do all that sort of thing.
Yep.
Where do they get tickets for this?
That is through the chamber or through me.
Okay.
So.
All right. You have any questions over there, Brent? Oh, I noticed that Mike's stand was pulled way down. Are you sitting down?
Leave me alone, Bernie. I did have a question that left my mind. The interest in the hunt. I mean, there's always been a big interest in this over the 60 years. But what I have found out is going through the COVID thing, when an event is able to take place, it seems like there's been even more interest now in being able to attend it. Have you kind of felt that with this year's hunt? Or... I mean, I know with it being the 60th, it's special anyway, but have you maybe heard from some folks that caught you by surprise as far as coming and wanting to attend this year?
Yeah, we have to a certain extent. Obviously, we sell out fairly well every year, and we are sold out as far as for our new teams. Past shooters, we let their registration run quite a bit longer, and we don't sell out for them. And we let them, as many of them that want to come. But just yesterday or the day before, we had teams calling, hey, we want to come, we want to participate, we want to be here. And of course, we had to say sorry. This year, our new teams are full. But people want to come and visit us. Here in Nebraska, where we are really doing good things.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of cherry pick here a couple of things maybe that we didn't mention on the guys' side here. I thought you might want to talk a little bit about the new shooting deck.
Yeah, we got some awesome stuff going on at the gun club. Ed, you kind of want to talk about this one?
I mean, they just, Pat Berggren and Paul Wilmer and a bunch of guys got together, and they end up building this huge shooting deck out at the gun club. It's for 5-stand. They shoot flurry and stuff off it. It's unreal. I mean, it is so big and so massive, and they have all kinds of leagues going on out at the gun club. Dave Stunkel's doing a great job out there. There's times that we're cussing him because he makes it too hard for some of us that can't shoot as well. But if you haven't had a chance to go out and see, it's really, I mean, it's cool. I don't know how else to say it.
Will they use that during the one box then as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. On Friday, our participants shoot at our gun club, it's an amazing place. keep in mind that gun club is always open, basically, with a phone call. We'd love to help our corporate people or, our businesses or corporate events, weddings, whatever it may be, that facility is available to rent. On our website, NebraskaOneBox.com, there's a gun club tab. Right now, Paul Omer's kind of heading up the organization of it. Riley Weems was huge help all summer on keeping us going on our leagues and mowing and that kind of stuff. Stunkel was taking care of the rock and that kind of stuff. So
they got a league going on right now where you're shooting different, you're shooting trap and you're shooting skeet and sporting clays and 5-stand. And anybody can be in the league, or anybody can just come out on Tuesdays and shoot if they want to.
Okay, all right.
The hunt itself, it's a competition, and I know that guys love to win.
Absolutely.
The scoring aspect of it, what you do at the gun club, is that scored and a part of the competition, or is that kind of separate? Or
it's separate.
It's separate.
Yep.
Okay.
So we do multiple hunts a year, actually. This is just kind of our biggest, most famous one. The other ones are probably a little bit more reserved. And some of the other ones, the rock is tied in with the scoring on other totals. But this one, the scoring is a rock competition on Friday. The scores released Friday evening, plaques, awards, cups. I don't know. Ed's kind of our trophy guy for the year, if you can't tell. And then Saturday, Saturday is it's a separate competition.
Okay, all right, and that's always kind of a time, I think, for on the Friday shooting for people to kind of renew their friendships or make new friends before the actual hunt gets underway the next day. It's kind of also a pretty important social time, I think, too, isn't it?
Absolutely. At the end of the day, the whole thing is about the relationships we make, the people we meet and the friendships that get renewed, and eventually those turn into basically family.
And that's why those past shooters come back year after year. It's not necessarily for the competition, it's for their friends.
Yeah, come back and catch up every year. It kind of like a family becomes a family
absolutely.
thing. Yeah.
We're blessed in Central Nebraska. We have just phenomenal people everywhere we look.
Yeah.
And those people in years, have opened up their homes and their arms, and their businesses, have helped keep this thing going, and financially and morally, and it absolutely very, very blessed.
Well, Liz, you got to think about, again, back to that first hunt they had that your granddad kind of spearheaded, I think. The Varney family was a big part in the early years and still is. Here you are. But I know enough, I've been here long enough, I'm old, to know your family and how much they enjoyed the friends they made with One Box and all the gatherings that they have communicating throughout the year.
Absolutely.
after they met those people. That's kind of what Joe's talking about.
Absolutely. There's a lot of them that are like family.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good thing.
It is.
And Jen, one more thing on the ladies' side, online clothing orders. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we decided, since we weren't sure of attendance and it is the 60th hunt, we wanted to do something special. So instead of ordering a bunch of merchandise and having it for sale at the event, we are doing an online clothing order. There's a link on our Facebook page. You can order ahead of time. Actually, the orders close Monday evening, so kind of want to get on that if you want. There's some hats and ladies things, and we even have One Box masks if you'd like one of those
would be cool. Yeah.
To be part of our group. You don't have to wear a mask. I will, just because I have to. But yeah, so you can order your clothing online. We'll have it for you at the event, and you can pick it up and wear it that weekend. Then we're going to try and open it up again. If there's people who want stuff that didn't get stuff, we'll open it up again and figure out how we're going to ship it to them. So,
okay. All right, and they're able to get the tickets in some cases at the chamber, but I don't know, Liz, I didn't want to throw your phone number out there if you didn't want it out there, but if they want to reach you for tickets.
Yep. Just give me a call or shoot me a text. My number is 308-520-2377. That's
how they reach you.
Yep,
all
absolutely.
Right. Okay. Guys, is there anything we haven't covered you want to talk about?
One thing I'm seeing on our list is we're doing a little different raffle this year, especially we're things are kind of limited, and we want to have some opportunities for someone to win some cool stuff. So
And you wanted to make it special. It's
absolutely.
the 60th.
Absolutely.
Right.
So we're doing a raffle for a really, really cool looking shotgun. Those we're selling tickets, pre-selling them, so they're for sale now. You can contact any men's hunt board member for that, and I think Ed's has a goal in his head to sell the most. I mean, that competition, right? So $20 a ticket gets you a chance at a really
You buy a ticket?
amazing firearm. And, yeah. So
Apperson, you have Venmo? Let's just talk. You can just Venmo me some money. I'll put your name on a ticket.
Just let me know what I owe you, Mr. Schaefer.
Perfect. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's
So
easy.
he
Hey, do you
just
want
bought
some
10
diamonds?
tickets, is that right?
Yeah. So us ladies, the men have their raffle. We also are doing a raffle that you can buy tickets from any ladies board member. And because it's the 60th and diamonds are a girl's best friend, we're giving you a chance to win diamonds. And so you get your choice of, depending on the availability, earrings, or a necklace, or a set with earrings and a diamond necklace. And so those tickets are $5 a piece, or you can get 5 for $20. And that's available from any ladies board member. Yep. And we're going to list those board members eventually, I think. We keep saying that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to go?
I think we should. I know it's a year-round job.
We do, man.
It
We
absolutely
spend a lot
is.
of time. It's a big dedication, and we have an amazing group. The whole thing really is a group effort, and I know from the seat that Liz and I get to sit in this year, we couldn't do it without the good people around us. So going down the list, our off-going past chairman are Chris and Cassie Henderson, then of course Liz and myself are the chair people this year. Vice Chair Ed and Jen Schaaf, Treasurer Gary and Deanna Peterson, Nate and Lisa Bell, Matt and Misty Lawhorn, Grant and Tammy Chapin, Don and Deb Cantrell, Pat and Tristan Bergeron, Tim and Julie Johnson, and Devin and Nicole Yonk.
Okay, those are board members, and again, a year-long job. I know from covering it over the years, it all starts over again on Sunday morning, as I remember. You have a board meeting, I think, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a couple meetings.
Yeah.
Sunday
They still? I have to ask this every year. Do they still have the special milk that the?
Yeah, they're going to do it again this year at the country club.
Yeah.
I never was too fond of it either, Liz, but
You know that's not really milk.
what is it?
It's very special.
Oh, I bet it is.
I think it's like a combination of like water and like your shirt and stuff that comes out.
Whoa. That should be potent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, anything, Brett, you wanted to ask before we close here?
I don't think so. I just we look at it as a big social event, and it is. It's great to have everybody coming in, but the money that's raised, going back into the habitat, the scholarships, I think it's pretty cool at the money that's always raised during this event, and the way it goes back into the community.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be different this year because it has to be, but it's not. But it's gonna I think have the same feel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there might not be as many people out there on Thursday night, because of COVID and people being cautious.
Sure.
But we're still gonna be Thursday night's gonna look like it has in the past, and the same with Friday. I mean, everybody's just not driving around to people's houses and stuff. We're gonna have a social, and it's gonna be fun. I mean, there's gonna be people there. I think it's gonna be. We all think it's going to be pretty neat because you're going to be able to kind of walk around and meet people and talk to them instead of,
And actually get to have that conversation that sometimes, you might have a couple-minute conversation, but then it's, we got to go to the next party.
Yeah. I was just going to say, you might actually have more time to visit because you do. You get like 5 invitations. You want to make them all, so you roll.
Yeah.
And this way, it might be, I don't know, sometimes with this whole pandemic thing, we've learned some things along the way that may not change. I mean, I got a feeling that you're still going to want to have the house parties, but you learn a little bit from this. Yeah. The other part, too, that Brent was talking about to go along with that is the scholarships, and then don't underestimate the amount of money that these family members that come here every year spend in the community, shopping, like what you guys are highlighting, you ladies are highlighting, the hotels, motels, restaurants. It's a big deal financially. So it's a good deal.
Yes.
And thanks for your volunteerism, because I know the people in this room well enough to know that you got other things going on, family and school and business. And while you're here, Joe, would you mind checking our internet?
Absolutely. I have a feeling it's probably working really well for you, though. As normal.
Yeah. Anything else, guys? I don't really want to quit. I think it's a neat thing that's coming up. And again, it's a little different date. We might want to highlight that.
Yeah,
one.
absolutely. I still think probably one of the biggest things of this is an absolute giant thank you to the community, host, the participants, all the people. There's high school kids help with the gun club. Just it takes an entire community to put this thing on, and we just need to drive home. It is very much appreciated, and a big thank you for everyone's support.
Well said. Are you going to send me any more duck pictures? Because I'd like those duck pictures.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'll sure give you some duck too, I think.
You have some spare?
Not right now, we don't. But season is approaching. Okay. It opens this weekend.
All right. And I know my partner over there well enough to know he'd like to say, Coach, how's wrestling looking at this point?
We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's coming up.
It's going to be good.
We might be a little excited.
Yeah, I bet you will be.
But they, you know what? We're not there yet. The boys still have football and cross country, and it's just, you know what? Just I sit here and bide my time and just kind of wait.
Wait until it gets here.
Might be a little anxious, but we're all right.
Are you going to golf this weekend, Brent? That wrestling golf tournament?
Is that this weekend?
Yeah, wrestling golf tournament this weekend.
Are you filled up?
No, we can still take teams. It's a 2-couple scramble, alternating scramble. So couples.
If Dave dresses in drag, can he be my partner?
He's got to change his shirt for sure.
He got to change his shirt. Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's not Joan's shirt, and he's just trying to help her feel better.
No. It's the one I've been wearing for several months. I wash it on the weekends. Brent doesn't think it's going to clean up very good this time. So, hey, Jen, how's things going for you? What are you up to?
Well, I don't know. I only sleep at my home, it seems like. I'm very busy, but I'm working at the hospital. I love it. Yeah, I don't get to see as many people, but I still love it.
Yeah, it's the same. You get to help people, but you don't see as many.
Right.
Now, Liz, I know you're busy with lots of different things, including little ones, right?
Yes, we are. They've been a little bit ornery lately, but I can't imagine where they got that from. So,
well, maybe both sides, I'd guess.
I think that's a fair statement.
Well, again, thanks, guys. I know you're busy, but it's been fun having you in here. Always look forward to it.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Guys.
You bet.
We'll look forward to seeing you October 29th, 30th, and 31st.
All right. That number again, throw that out there.
My number for tickets is 308-520-2377.
And I see here a note at the bottom on this sheet about Facebook. Can they communicate
there's
that way?
Check out our Facebook. We've got contact information on there, and there's links to the clothing, more information on the ladies' events, and
if they didn't get
well
that phone number, they can get your number off the
Absolutely.
website. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I was going to play this song, Brent. I can't see you over there. There's that hand. It's called Born Free. Just because we live in America, we can wear the shirts we want, we can stain them, and we can clean them when we want to. So there.
or roast, $4.68 a pound. Best Choice chicken wing portions in a 2.5-pound bag are just $6.78. Blue Bonnet margarine quarters are 88 cents, and so are Bird's Eye Original or steamed fresh vegetables. DiGiorno thin or rising crust pizzas, 2 for $10. At the grocery cart. Visit them and save. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
When you're stranded or in a tough spot, call Hunter's Towing and Repair. They serve Broken Bow, Custer County, and beyond with 24-hour towing and recovery, lockout service, jump starts, portable welding and fabrication, fuel delivery, spare tire changes, and motorcycle towing. Hunter does it all. 308-870-1983, 24/7. Or visit hunterstowingrepair.com to learn more about Hunter's Towing and Repair based in Berwyn, reminding you that texting can wait until the car is parked.
I'll take predictability where I can get it.
With their CropWise seed selector, NK Seeds combines local knowledge and local data to show me where their seed fits.
And even where it doesn't. Because out here, predictability is hard to come by. And success matters. Find your seed at nkseeds.com.
Right now, we all might feel a little disconnected. For seniors living alone with smaller social circles, feelings of loneliness and isolation can feel overwhelming. But there's something we can all do to help. Connect with your older loved one virtually and have the conversation of a lifetime with StoryCorps Connect. Anyone can conduct an interview, and every interview will be archived at the Library of Congress, becoming part of American history. Connect, honor, share at StoryCorpsConnect.org/AARP. A message from AARP, StoryCorps, and the Ad Council.
9:40 is your time. I understand we had a little audio issue on our feed on Facebook and all the other platforms, and Mr. Shipe, I think, has found the problem there. There was a connection on a jumper box down on the floor here. Got bumped or something the last day or so. So I think he's got that working. So thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate that. And you folks out there letting us know that the audio wasn't what it should be, because we don't always know. Sounds all right to us on the radio. So it's going so many different places now, Brent.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, it's going into the stratosphere on KCNI AM. It's going in a straight line across the horizon on KBBN, going down a fiber cable somewhere on KBBN and KCNI. I don't know. It's a little scary. But we're born free. Would you like to talk about some more job opportunities?
Well, yes, let's do that. Nebraska Department of Transportation now accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Ansley. For a full job description and to apply, you need to go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed to apply for this position. So again, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. If you need help in the selection process, you can contact the Nebraska State Personnel Office at 402-471-2075. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. Again, we stress an online application must be completed, and to do that, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. Also, our friends with Homegrown Kids of Arnold and Callaway looking for some help. They're looking for an enthusiastic, compassionate, and self-motivated person willing to work with all age groups 6 weeks old through 13 years of age. Now, you must love children and have a desire to guide them, redirect them, and learn with them. You must be 18 years of age or older and available to work an average of 35-plus hours per week during the hours they are open. And that would be Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 6 p.m. Ideal candidate will have CPR training and past experience in child care, preschool, or similar child supervision. Candidate must submit to and pass a background check. Pick up an application at any of their 3 locations, and you can also submit your resume to the following email: Hagler, Hagler, Farms, LLC, that's all together, at gmail.com.
All right. One more thing to talk about, and that is doing the right thing. If you have materials that need to be disposed of in the proper way, here's your chance.
Yes, we do want to remind you that coming up this weekend in our area, it'll be the Household Hazardous Waste Collection. And there will be 3 sites here in Custer County, which will allow you to take your waste to the appropriate place. Saturday, October 3rd, tomorrow from 8 a.m. until 9:30 in the morning. You can take it out to the Custer Transfer Station here in Broken Bow. Now, we also want to let you know that Broken Bow, the Custer Transfer Station, is going to be the only place during this hazardous waste collection that you can take old computers. So if you have an old computer tower and you've been wondering what in the world do I do with this, well, here's the place you can dispose of it. That'll be at the Custer Transfer Station in Broken Bow, and that'll be the only place that they will accept computers during this hazardous waste collection. So again, in Broken Bow at the Custer Transfer Station, 8 until 9:30 tomorrow morning, and then they'll move to Callaway, set up at the municipal dump from 11 until noon, and then be in Arnold on Saturday afternoon at the street shop from 2 until 3 tomorrow. And then looking ahead on Friday, October 9th, they'll do it in Cozad at the recycling and disposal site there from 1 to 2, and in Gothenburg at the city maintenance facility from 3 until 4. That would be next Friday, October 9th. Quickly running through some of the items that they will accept. It includes yard and garden chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, flammables, paints and thinners, auto products, used oil, antifreeze, household products, and cleaning chemicals. Also mercury and batteries, auto, lead acid, and/or rechargeable, titanium, cadmium, and nickel, halide, and fluorescent light bulbs. Some of the things that they'll accept at the hazardous waste collection. Again, the sites will be tomorrow at the Custer Transfer Station in Broken Bow from 8 to 9:30 tomorrow morning, at the municipal dump in Callaway from 11 until noon, and at the street shop in Arnold tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 3.
All right. Thank you very much. A little bit more after these words.
Do you have experience operating trucks or heavy equipment? Adams Land and Cattle in Broken Bow is currently hiring seasonal and full-time positions for their feeding, heavy equipment, and farming teams with hiring bonuses up to $5,000. Adams offers competitive wages and a full benefits package with medical, dental, paid time off, and a company match 401k. Visit their website at adamslandandcattle.com for additional information on their career opportunities. And be sure to stay connected by following Adams Land and Cattle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, helped me pay for my house.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Your operation is teeming with data points. Managing that information can be tough. There's one agricultural platform that converts data points to profit. A subscription to AGI SureTrack gives your data a place to connect. Whether it's production costs or equipment performance, machine data or payroll, deploying an easy-to-use platform moves your operation forward. See what the future of ag looks like, all for free. Joel Pearson, your local rep, is ready to help. Visit AGISureTrack.com to schedule a demo or start a free trial today.
Hi, I'm Brad Keselowski, driver number 2, Discount Tire Ford Mustang. If there's one thing I've learned after years on the track, it's that having the right amount of pressure in your tires can make or break performance. Properly inflated tires are essential to the health of your car and to keep you driving safely. Check your tire pressure once a month, especially before road trips, or stop by your neighborhood tire retailer for help.
A message from the U.S. Tire Manufacturers Association.
Let's see here. 1 or 2 more things we want to let you know about. Of course, we talked yesterday about Oktoberfest out at Kincaiders. Keep that in mind for the weekend. And Brent, we have the big football game, the retro game tomorrow at 1 o'clock as we relive the Huskers taking on Pacific. And that will be on KBBN. And then if you wouldn't mind reviewing the sports for tonight, that would be nice.
Yeah, sure. High school football, of course, on the air for you tonight on our 2 radio stations. We'll start everything with our Friday Night Lights pregame show on KBBN. It's brought to you by Consolidated. And on KCNI, it's brought to you by Custer Federal State Bank. And then on KBBN 95.3 FM, kickoff at 7 tonight in Thetford for Sandhills Thetford against Ansley Litchfield. Jeremy and Larry will have the call of that for you tonight. And then we'll have Broken Bow football, as we always do, on KCNI Radio tonight as the Indians go on the road to take on the Kearney Catholic Stars. Kurt Crowley will join me, and we'll have it for you with kickoff at 7 o'clock tonight.
All right. To conclude,
yes,
it seems as though it's time to collect the data.
Yep, and change your
over
shirt.
the weekend. Well, I'll change my shirt on Saturday.
Okay.
I need to finish the experiment today. I'll have.
Do you have
some,
any public appearances planned for today?
Well, I might have to go to the bank.
Oh my. Okay.
Maybe the post office.
All right. You have your jacket?
Yeah. Is it cold out? I suppose it is yet.
Yeah. Why don't you put your jacket on when you go into those places? Cover up your shirt.
Well, I will if you'll go buy a razor and shave yourself.
Okay. Well, let's just do both of those things over the weekend.
Got one more for you from Government Mule. Have a great day.